today we're here at Fright Night Roblox for a behind the scenes tour of Ghost Train. Obviously it's not the brand new attraction for this year, it's just a return attraction for this year because they revamped it. So we haven't done a video about it since during the opening day of it, so unfortunately I couldn't do it, but they said, you know what, come on down and we'll do a behind the scenes tour for you. And I was like, you know what, yeah sure, let's do it. So anyway, we're here, only just me at Fright Night Roblox, the front entrance of Thorpe Park itself, and let's get in and look at Ghost Train. Let's go. So guys, now we're here outside of Ghost Train, ready for the behind the scenes tour. And I can't wait to actually come in to actually have a look properly, because I mean I work like just like the ride operator or anywhere underneath that line anyway, just to make sure people have a good experience to ride this attraction. So I mean I definitely haven't really properly experienced it, or haven't even get to like witness it ever. So anyway, there's Mitch. Hey mate, let's go over into Ghost Train. Come on, let's go.
Here we have Ghost Train. This opened yesterday from the time when we're recording this. Obviously we used to have Ghost Train, however we've completely redeveloped inside of what you're about to see in a moment, and the whole attraction has been redeveloped, redesigned, everything's new. It's quite interesting, so we'll go take a look inside. Slide load, change network. Yeah, so here we have the holding bay. This is where everyone gets loaded up. Or you head inside the cruiser, which we'll head into now. Once the B tools are changed open, because these doors don't work. Right. So in here is the pre-show room. This is where our animation is played as well as the audio. I'll quickly go ahead and turn on the show lights. The house lights don't really affect this room too much, but yeah, this is the waiting room, as it said. This is essentially just guests would stand just behind you on the platform, and they'll be able to watch the pre-show carried out by one of our actors. So we'll continue our journey into what we call the waiting room, which is a story building, well, not story, but the second story floor here, which will take you onto the same level as the train, which is just out there. Also, something that the normal guests wouldn't see is back here. This is one of our evac platforms. This is mainly where we store the signs right at the front of the attraction, but in case we ever had to evac, guests will be able to come out here and back into the main queue line, which is just there. So quick and easy to get people out of the attraction if we need to. Anyways, the main probably focal point of the attraction, which I think anyway, is the main room, which is in here. This looks a lot different with the lights on, but yeah, essentially this is where guests would board their train, I guess you could say. Down below we have the pit with the rail line crossing. We'll head down there later a while. And obviously you'll be aware of this, Luke, because you do work for us, but these are our ride host points, and this just essentially means that the ride hosts are able to clear the attraction whilst all guests are loaded on board, so it's nice and safe, quick and efficient too. And then usually from this point guests would board the train from here. However, both the trains are on the other side of the track, so we'll go around the other side and then we'll be able to board. But we'll go back to front. We're heading to the exit of the attraction, which is just here. And this is the fake gift shop scene. So essentially what happens is an actor will come out of where that fake redemption sign is, and that'll be one of the spirits which are part of the storyline for Ghost Train. And there's lots of effects in there. All the lights will go off. There'll be smoke, flashing lights, you name it, we've got it. And then that is the shop. Let me just delete this again because Beatles don't work. Goodness sake. So yeah, just in that door is where the act would go anyway. And then guests would exit the attraction down here. And this takes you into the actual gift shop, which is the exit of the attraction where you're able to buy merch, which is just on here. is quite nice down here.
Mm.
Obviously, in the previous version, we didn't have a shop, so it's quite nice to have a shop now, and guests are able to buy merch. And over here, we currently have the photo wall. However, we're in development of making the last call cafe, and we're also going to have that functional. So that's going to be good. Once it's built, you're able to grab a coffee on a cake.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Very interesting. And then if we come out here, from here onwards, we're going to be going into the staff areas, which is quite cool. And essentially, this is what we call the waiting area, and this is where staff have to clock in and clock out. You just click that basically, that clocks them in. And then behind me are loads of boards. This is where, if you have any notices for a week, that's where they'll be put on for the rod operation stuff. And if we head down this way, this is going to take us to the staff rooms and the bottom of the pit, which I'll show you first. So just through here is below the track, obviously here. This is quite an interesting view. You don't really see this down here. But yeah, this is below all of the pathways and stuff. Looks very exciting. And then this way we have the actor dressing area. So all of our actors inside Ghost Train, this is where they get changed. We've got like the makeup stations, and then the uniforms will be put up here just before opening. And behind you, so just here we have the Ghost Train daily allocations board, and when our acting staff join the game, essentially they'll have a profile of themselves underneath one of the letters and next one of the numbers, and that'll be where they'll be acting for that session, so everything's nice and organised. And then coming through this way, bit more of a boring room. It's not like the actor room, but this is the ride host area, and that's where our uniforms are for ride hosts. Up here, we have the evac system down there and things, which that's probably best we don't touch. But up here, this is behind the fake gift shop. So this is what all the actors are able to press, and this is their kind of panel for the fake gift shop. And just through this door, just like that, we're in the fake gift shop. This is where they'll pop out to scare guests. Lovely. Right. Come back down the staircase. It's like a maze back here. Up here this is what we call an evacuation platform. This is the main like operational area of the attraction. Obviously you can see both trains there. They move side to side. That's how the attraction works essentially. To my right, just over here, obviously back there is the actual laid platform where we just were a minute ago. And then this is where, if we need to evacuate guests and things, they'll be able to walk down there safely. But apart from that, in here is the chapel station. So at the start of the attraction, guests will come off the shuttles, and then they'll walk down this way, and this will take them into the crypt. It would take them, but after Beatles would all out. And this will take you back here, which is the crypt. Now, this is up here. This is where the actors will say their lines and things. However, for the purpose of the tour, we can go backstage. We'll just quickly come this way. Get through the curtain. And this is behind the crypt. This is where the actors can come up and stand. And that's where they're able to say their lines. And the buttons to your right are all the effect buttons for the attraction. And on every panel we have a phone, so they're actually able to communicate with different panels and things across the attraction. So we're able to know where guests are and things like that. Alright, if we head back down. I mean, if you want to look up here you can. This is just obviously above. If we've got any lighting rigs, we usually attach them up here. Just so it's like a top-down looking aspect, so it looks cool. And I don't know why there's a floating block in the air.
Yeah, I've noticed
that. I didn't realise that. Right, moving on. So after this scene, you would usually go back this way. I'll quickly show you now just with this. And this takes you back onto the trains, but we're going to go this way instead. and this is going to take us backstage once again. So this is a actual little corridor kind of thing there, and this takes us behind the crypt. So yeah, as we previously just walked down from there, this is the clock area, which we've seen, and that means if you're working in a crypt, you'd be able to come up here, and this is another dressing area for the crypt, so it's less chaotic down the bottom. And then up here we have the lighting rig area for the crypt. This is a really nice kind of overview of the whole crypt area. Sometimes come up here in sessions, it's quite good just watching guests, making sure they're moving through and things, of course.
Yeah.
Make sure we're doing what we're doing. And we have all the lighting control up here too, so yeah, quite interesting. And if we head back down the ladder, this is so similar to the other side. This is like another pathway down the side of the attraction, and this takes us to a split which will take us either backstage or back onto the train. So if we just quickly go this way, I'll just do the door down 1 minute. There we go. Takes us to the train. Let me quickly open the doors for you. 1 minute. There we go. Alright. So this is inside the train. Of course, as you can see, we have all of our show buttons here which we have to press. And then we're quite proud of this train. We fully redid the train, obviously, in the last version. The train was looking quite desperate. Did not look good at all. So this time it actually looks like a London Underground train. It's all themed up. We've got all the signs at the top as well. A lot of them are custom made. Some of them were reused off behind the scenes tours and things, and the sign on the right to you there, we'll just ignore that one. And then, oh, is that that one? Fine. Maybe
Right, I'm gonna go on the train.
So that is the train essentially. Quite cool.
Yeah, I like
and then we'll head back down this way. And now we're gonna head to backstage, which is just here. So this is behind everything. We'll quickly head over to the right here. So as you can see, as I was talking about previously, the Last Call Cafe. This is where we're currently constructing the whole Last Call Cafe kind of area. This is going to be obviously the back bit where all the meals are prepared and things. And then up here is our maintenance area. This is where the maintenance are able to manually move the train and things with that panel there. And then, if we head back around over here is where the ride operator's cabin is. So the panel, which we realised was custom made, it's not actually the same to real life. I don't think any panels are this complicated in real life. But to essentially do everything that we wanted to do through Roblox, we had to make our own panel. And all of the buttons on this panel work, so if you're an operator, it is an absolute nightmare, let's just say. There's a lot of safety precautions on the panel as well, like we have our staff PA systems. You're able to turn on all the soundtracks out front through here as well. And then we've got all the block sections and the engineering buttons and things too. So it's all very full on this panel.
And now they actually have got numbers on them.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, before we didn't have numbers on them, so type out the operators. We put train 1 and train 2 on there, so it's not as complicated, I guess you could say. But one bad thing about this attraction is to get to the other side, you got to walk all the way around like a big U thing.
Oh,
a long race. And there you go. Once again, backstage, pretty standard. We actually had some opening signs there. We never actually used them in the end. That they would kind of organise the queue. May start using them for the next sessions, but yeah. And then we're back to the facade of the attraction, where guests enter. One last thing I'll show you, which we've recently implemented to all of our attractions, is a working CCTV system. So as you can see, you got the panel there.
Oh yeah.
And that is working CCTV on all of the attraction. So a lot of guests, like when they're being mischievous and things, we are watching and we're able to resolve a problem immediately. And they also record, so we have evidence of whatever's going on. So nobody can get away with trying to re-ride the attraction or hiding somewhere, because we're watching. Anyway, I believe that is about Ghost Train summed up.
Very, very nice. But yeah, thank you so much for the tour.
Yeah, no worries. I'll just good luck with all.
So that is it, guys, for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you so much for Mitch again for this wonderful tour. And I hope you guys also enjoyed this tour, and hope you all come on down for the opening sessions here at FRIGHT Night Roblox. So every Sunday at 7 PM. But I do recommend coming on here at 6:40 PM, so you at least get a chance to get on a bus to get into the main entrance to have a chance to get into this wonderful attraction. So yes, very, very exciting indeed. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please also like and subscribe and hit the bell notifications to get notified every time I upload on the channel. Follow all the socials down below. Keep up to date with all theme park stuff and also any other stuff coming onto the channel very, very soon. And yeah, thank you so much for FRIGHT Night Roblox, and we'll see you on the next one. Take it easy, guys, and peace.